All right, it's time for me to go home. It is Thursday, October 9th, I think, and it is time for me to go home. I stayed a bit longer today because I had a bit of backup on my emails and other things that I needed to catch up on. But what a great week! It's been a great week. And by the way, new hair. Thank you to my sister. New hair. I have the conference in Mexico next week, so I needed to start getting a few things out of the way, prepping for that. I am actually finishing another class this week, so a lot of grading, wrapping up that class, and then continuing with this class, starting a new class with Bushnell. Finishing the one that I'm finishing was Concordia University Irvine. Bushnell University in Eugene, Oregon will be the next class. It will be a global business management class, so I'm excited about that one. Very excited. Excited about the organization change class too, which is wrapping up, and I'm glad that we were able to come to that point. So the one thing I've been reflecting on this week is grading. Grading is a challenge for many people. I was sharing with a friend this week that as a student, I never got a lot of feedback on my work. So if I missed something, I'll have to go to the syllabus or the rubric and look at it again. And sometimes rubrics were not even available, and I would just call a friend, ask my classmates, and see who had an A in the class, who had maybe the most points in the class, and then say, can I see your paper? And then I can pick out what I did wrong. Or sometimes I will reach out to the teacher, what did I do wrong? How can I improve? And they will help me. They'll tell me how to improve. So working with students across different groups from undergraduate to graduate, it is interesting to see the responses to grading, even when we tell them that, or even when I say, you're open to send me your revisions. There's a rubric, there is grading, there's descriptions in the assignment, then there is the rubric for the assignment, there is everything. But still, when a student doesn't get the grade they hope to, they're wishing for, hoping for, it becomes a little bit of a hassle. So it is every semester I get this struggle, this talk back and forth with students where they say, oh, you're grading too harshly, or da 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 da, you're not. And I say, look, all you have to do is correct it and send it back to me. That's why I spend the time to give you the feedback, correct it and send it back to me. And generally, overall, by week 7, they see that the grades are adjusted because they're sending in their stuff and getting feedback. So that has been the ongoing thing, and I've been reflecting on that lately, and I still don't believe in just giving somebody 100% just because they submitted an assignment. I still don't believe in that. I'm in my car, but I have a few minutes, so I still don't believe in that. So I'm thinking through and praying through to see how else can I make the students understand that I'm going to give you a tough grading to begin with, but by the time you send me your revisions, you will get the points that you lost. I'm thinking through ways to do that. Then for my undergraduate students, I am struggling with, especially with my class that I'm teaching right now, the Business for Good class. I'm trying to figure out, how do I get the students to give me authentic assignments, do authentic work on their own without AI in the end? The students have been really good, so I'm not too concerned that they're going to do assignments with AI, because the way the assignments are designed, the way their submissions are designed, and they're mostly doing projects, they don't have too many reasons to use AI. But I want to just be proactive. So this semester I gave them notes they can take the little tablet, not notebooks, but I gave them blank sheets to take notes. Those that brought their notebooks, they took notes in their notebooks, but overall blank sheets, just take notes and give me the notes every week. I'll take the notes home. I look at it quickly, see how they're doing. Are they taking notes? They're not taking notes. A lot of them did great work, take good notes, and I prepared a quiz for them to be able to use that notes that they were taking in class to answer the quiz. Some of them didn't have some of the answers on their notes, but overall a lot of them had answers from their notes, because it's a combination of things that came from their notebooks, from their note taking that was in the quiz. And my whole point is how I want to gauge their learning, and even if they haven't learned a lot, that quiz can guide them to learn key things, take away key things from the class. And when they do write their final paper, they have ideas already that they can use to develop their final papers with. And at that point, I know for a fact that they're using class learning and not generating the work from somewhere else, or using class materials and PowerPoints to generate the answers. So that is my reasoning for doing that. And I'm really hoping that, yes, it gives me a lot more work on top of the work I already have. It gives me a lot more work, but I'm hoping that this is a strategy that gives me more peace, that the students are learning something, and then when they send me a paper, I'm 100% confident from their previous work, from their note taking and everything in class, that this is their work. All right, so that was my thing this week, and next week I'll be in Mexico, and I just wanted to share. Ciao. See you guys in 2 weeks.